What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another rendition of Send It to James. Today we are going to be looking at a 9.0 and a 9.4 and what made them those grades. Alright everybody, welcome back. My name is James, aka Comics for Cheap, and today we are going to be cracking out some slabs that a client gave me to clean and press. Before we go any further, hit that like button, subscribe, you know, all that usual nonsense. Check out my merchandise and apparel shop in the description down below. This design is coming very soon, Geek Irresponsibly with some broken glasses. It's one of the first designs that I ever put on a shirt, and I've just not gotten around to putting it to my shop, but I'm always coming out with some new designs, so make sure you keep in touch with what I'm doing there. But yeah, if you have any questions or if you ever want to send me books to clean and press, you can hit me up on Instagram at Comics for Cheap, and I will be able to address all of your questions there, such as what are my prices, turnaround times, can I submit, all that kind of stuff you can direct to at Comics for Cheap on Instagram. But yeah, so today we are looking at, we have a 9.0, which is VF to near mint. This is an old label slab of Special Marvel Edition 16, the second appearance of Shang-Chi. So not a bad book to have right now for sure. We're going to crack that out and show you what makes it a 9.0. On top of that, we are going to crack out this giant size Spider-Man number 2, also an old label, 9.4 near mint. So he's really reaching for the stars, cracking this one out and to press and submit. And we're going to see how we do. And let me fix the camera up after I cracked open these slabs. If you have questions about how to crack a slab, you can always hit up I've done a video previously on my channel, how to crack a CGC slab. So I'm going to gloss over that real quick. I'm going to crack these bad boys open, and we're going to take a much closer look to see what made them a 9.0 and a 9.4. Alright, so we're going into shaky hand cam now, so excuse me on that, but we are going to look. So I have the cracked out Marvel Special Edition 16. That was the 9.0, as well as the giant size Spider-Man, and that was the 9.4. He also sent me those beautiful books right there. The X-Men 14, Avengers 48, First Sentinels, First Dane Whitman. Well, we're focusing right now on these. So I haven't touched these at all as far as, except for cracking them out, right? And we're gonna see what makes it a 9.0 and what makes it a 9.4. All right, so starting right off the bat, I can tell, you can see right here, a little bit of a tick right there, see it? And also right down here, see that corner down there? All right, so we have a little bit of color break and it's a rounded corner. Going up the rest of the spine, a little bit of trouble near the staples. That's pretty common. A little trouble up here towards the price box as far as a little bit of dirt. A little bit of dirt goes. Not too bad though of a spine, right? Corner looks pretty sharp. A little bit of dirt we might be able to remove. Rounded edge, but that just might be from sitting in that slab encasement for a while, so you can't count on that. That corner's pretty sharp. Okay, so now let's take a look at the back. Right off the bat, on the back, I can tell the back of the spine is very dirty, so we're going to be able to clean a lot of that dirt that you're seeing right there along that spine. If it'll focus for me, there we go. A lot of that dirt, for sure, we're going to be able to get rid of. Look at that, that's real dirty. So right off the bat, we're going to make this a nice whiter back cover. See that right there? There's a lot of dirt there. Bit of dirt there going on. A little bit there. So right off the bat, cleaning it is going to help it immensely. See that right there? Almost like a line of dirt. So a nice clean and then to press out that line will be good. I also see right down here, looks like we have a dent of some sort down here at the bottom. See that right there? And then a dent in that corner right here in case you don't see what I'm talking about. This corner right here is dented, and then this is raised and flared up a little bit. So that will easily be able to press and clean that out, and I'll show you the results when I'm done with that. So that's what a 9.0 looks like. If you're wondering what a 9.0 is, and this is old label, so they were a little stricter back then, although they have gone back to being a bit stricter recently. But that is what a 9.0 looks like. So if you're wondering what grade, you know, do I have, and it looks similar to that's going to be your 9.0. All right, so let's move over now to the giant size Spider-Man #2. This is a square bound issue, cream to off-white pages, from October of '74. So this is a long old book. Page quality isn't all there, which means as far as a press goes, you can't go as deep as you might want to or like to sometimes, just because you don't want to mess up your pages. Man, this is clean though. Look at this. So not so dirty on the front, really. Could use like a little bit of touch up at some places, maybe a light buffing to get some of the shine back. Your edges, your corners, all seem to be pretty decent. This one a little bit rounded. Along the square bound, now that's where it's gonna start being tricky. You can see how it starts to roll a little bit, and then like right there. Bumping this is going to be a gamble. I can fix a little bit of that in there. Bumping this is going to be a gamble for sure. Square bounds are trickier to press. They don't always cooperate with what you want them to do. A 9.4, already a very decent grade. So he is gambling. Let's check out the back. All right, so just like the last book, the back is a little bit dirtier than the front. Which makes sense because people usually stack them on the back, like on tables or on other books. See a little bit of dirt there we can get off. Again, that spine has some dirt along those creases, and a little bit of the roll that we can try to alleviate and fix in pressing. That's not always promised when it's that close up to the spine. You have to build the bridge for square bound books and make sure that your pressure points are set correctly so that the staples don't pop out of the book. Because the way that square bounds are made, they staple the book together and then they glue the cover on. So they have like right around here, they start gluing the cover on to cover the staples. So that's how square bounds are actually printed and pressed. Or how they were printed and pressed anyway. It looks like we can fix a little bit up here at this top left corner on the back. Has a little bit of a pressable defect there. So that is what a 9.4 1974 square bound looks like. So that's going to be a little bit different for multiple reasons. Older books like pre-75 are usually they're a little bit more lenient with, and then also square bounds they're slightly more lenient with. Not crazy or anything, but yeah, we're gonna see what we can do with these, and we will be right back. All right, and we are back, and you can take a look and see how we did here, especially down here at this corner here. That nice shine, gloss, everything like that is in. Book laying nice and flat right up the spine here. Cleaned up a little bit in that number box there. You can see just right across it. It's gorgeous. Let's take a look at the back. I mean, the difference is night and day, I think. That corner crunch is gone down there at the bottom right corner. You can see all of that dirt has been removed that was previously there. Up the spine. And it's looking nice and fresh. Like a brand new book. Now let's take a look at the Spider-Man. As predicted, a little harder to take care of as far as a square bound goes. Still cleaned it up a little bit. Helped out with a little bit of that roll that was there. Cleaned up in here a little bit to brighten it up. Let's take a look at the back. All right. And again, with the square bound, it's not going to be perfect. It did have some issues that just were not cooperating. But brighter, cleaner. The edges, everything like that, are nice and pressed out now. And overall, we have improved both of these books. Alright everybody, and that concludes this video. I showed you guys what a 9.0 looks like, what a 9.4 looks like outside of a slab. I showed you how I cleaned up and pressed both of those books to make them look and present a lot better. Hopefully, once submitted, they both come back in a higher grade. If you have any cleaning and pressing questions for me, hit me up on Instagram again in the description at Comics for Cheap. I can answer all of your questions there. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, stay villainous.